Hey guys! So guys, welcome to another video of MaxiAspie. As I said, I'll be making a video today because I missed out, not this week, but the week before. So now if I do it this week and now put a video up on this Sunday, it will all be back to normal. So today guys, I will be listing you 6 of my favourite quotes about autism. I'm doing this video because a lot of the time we hear bad things about autism, bad views, bad stereotypes that people throw against autism. And today I want to give you 6 good advice, 6 good quotes from professionals, from people that might have autism, from teachers, all across the board about autism, and not only autism, other learning conditions and disabilities as well. So number 1 on this list is a quote by Dr. Stephen Shaw, and it is, if you've met one person with autism, then you have met one person with autism. And the big thing about autism is it affects people differently. So if you used to say, oh yeah, I knew someone with autism, they were really bad at maths, me for example, you might meet someone with autism that's great at maths. The amount of times I've said I'm bad at maths and people have turned around and go, aren't people with autism meant to be really good with maths? Because they see things like Rayman and it clouds their judgment and it gives them a view of what autism is meant to be like when it isn't. It's the same if I said I met one person called John, I wouldn't then treat every John I ever meet the same way. And the next quote is by Dr. Temple Grandin. What would happen if the autism gene was eliminated from the gene pool? You'd have a bunch of people standing around in a cave chatting and socialising and not getting anything done. I love that quote because a lot of people with autism, not stereotyping again, because there are people out there with autism that can socialise really good, that have the social skills to be able to do that. But as well as that, because autism affects people differently, it also means that there are people out there that can't socialise, that just can't chat, and these people have then went off and done incredible things and have used their imagination and their creativity to create things. I think it's really important. Again, that quote really sums up, if we all just stood and chatted and we had all these social skills, nothing would ever get done. And I think what the doctor's getting at is these people who couldn't socialise and chat just went off and done things, experimented, just checked things and saw what they could do. And then they created these brilliant inventions. And another quote by Dr. Temple Grandin as well. The most interesting people you'll find are the ones that don't fit into your average cardboard box. They make what they need, they make their own boxes. I love that quote because I think it's true as well. I think at the same time we're quite logical, and we're logical with it. We only make what we need, not that what we want or what we desire. We make what we need and we make our own box. We don't want to fit in the end with everybody else. We want to be our own person. We want our own box. And I think that's really powerful by Dr. Temple Grandin then. The next one is Lana David, and they said, behaviour is communication. Change the environment and the behaviour will change. I love that quote because I've always said in my speeches, we have to evolve. And a lot of people go by the behaviour of what environment they're in. And if they don't have the support, then their behaviour won't change. And I think what Lana is getting at there is that we need to change to be able to change the behaviour of these people. Be able to support them in the ways that they need supporting. And if we don't change the environment, then we can't expect their behaviour to change, because it works both ways. For me to change the way I am, I need this to change about where I'm at. And if you don't have that support around you, that's why a lot of schools kick people out, exclude people, because they don't try hard enough to offer the support that they can and they should be offering. But it's easier for them to kick them out and send them someplace that will give them that support. And unfortunately, a lot of people get lost in the system because a lot of places ultimately end up doing the same thing, and they kick out and they kick out and they kick out to the point it's just a roll-on effect, and that person's been lost in the education system. This next quote is by Chuck Grassley. What makes a child gifted and talented may not always be good grades in school, but a different way of looking at the world and learning. I love that quote because I didn't get any GCSEs at school, and it took my look out on the world and what people looked for and what I could do that got me to where I am. I had to have that different view, otherwise I possibly wouldn't have ever had a chance of succeeding. So I had to have that different view and that different viewpoint. So I love that quote by Chuck because it gives us all hope and it gives us all a chance in life to be able to do what we want to do regardless of the grades that we get at school. And my last quote is by a teacher that I used to have, and he was called Bob Marchbank. So number 6 quote of today, and my favourite quote is, "A child with a conditional disability never fails the school fails the pupil." And Bob always used to say that because it was his belief that these children, these pupils just needed support, and every school that they'd gone to prior had failed them in that way. And I agree with that. Again, it gets back to Lama's quote about changing the environment, and that's what Bob used to do. He used to change the environment for these young people to be able to succeed in their school life, and then give them the skills that they could be taught at that school to go out to the big wide world after they left school and to be able to apply those skills there. And Bob, you know, he never failed a student. Bob always worked with them no matter what, and that's what made the quote so powerful as well, because it just wasn't a throwaway quote. Bob said that quote from the bottom of his heart and he applied it day in, day out, and that's why it's my favourite quote of all time. But guys, tell me what you think down below. Tell me what your favourite autism quote is. And guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Look to the video for this Sunday. Fingers crossed it will be this Sunday. And guys, thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye for now.